Alrighty guys, I am here with my very good friend, John Lovell. How's it going, man? Always nice.
It's going good. This is a little awkward, you know.
With the whole pistol brace, huh?
You're apparently a closer talker than I remember. And we got the pistol brace mic, so we're doing it. We're doing it.
Gotcha. So I had one question. Why is it that you always want to put your viewers into a constant disarray and flip their crap out in your comments and on social media because you always want to load 28 rounds in a 30-round magazine?
It's 29 rounds, and some people just want to watch the whole world burn down. And that's me. I want to start a dumpster fire on the internet. Yes, I have some other very good, well-thought-out reasons, but for our purposes today, it's because I despise everyone, and I want to make you angry.
Awesome.
So,
would you ever recommend loading to 31 rounds?
30-round magazine
31
31?
round?
Never.
Yes.
Terrible idea.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Terrible.
Alrighty guys, I am here at the Palmetto State Armory booth. So I have a bunch of the employees and representatives here, and they informed me that there's about like over 20 guns that they released. So it's going to be pretty hard to try to maneuver the camera around a bunch of people here and try to get you good footage. So what I'm going to do is hand them the microphone and just follow them around with my camera and try to have them go through all of those as fast as they can, so that way it doesn't become a 30-minute video. So let's get on with the show.
Hey guys, I'm Colton with Palmetto State Armory. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about our AK offerings we're showing off this year. So for starters, we've got coming very soon, within the quarter, we've got an AK 101. This is chambered in 300 blackout. So this also will feature our adjustable gas block for suppressed and unsuppressed fire. It will come with a half 28 threaded barrel, just due to the diameter of an AK barrel. But we will be including chemo brakes so that you'll be able to attach, your common suppressors there. This particular one is shown with one of our new furniture series that we're coming out with. Got a few of those displayed here. This will be released within the quarter. MSRP will be around $1,000, and again, that will vary depending on whether you buy the tricked out furniture version or the classic polymer version. Hey guys, so right here we have our Chinese spiker. This is our Type 56. Again, part of our Soviet Arms series. This one is a clone series of guns. This one is as close to a accurate representation of a Type 56 as you're going to see. Has the correct markings, correct bayonet underfolding, correct rivet pattern. Still carries our same pedigree internal of forged bolt, a forged carrier, and a forged trunnion. The difference is, true to the Type 56s, this is forged stainless steel. Everything else about this, though, aesthetically, we went after a pure clone. Next we have, this is the newest variant of our ARC. It will be in 6.5 Grendel. So we released this ARC this past year in 5.56. One of the new big things coming for 2023 is we'll release a 300 blackout version of this and a 6.5 Grendel. Everybody's been asking for 6.5 Grendel, want an accurized AK. This is going to be it. Carries the same RPK style trunnion as our regular ARC 5.56. Also has mag adapter with dual method mag release and functional last round bolt hold open.
And what's the price point on these?
Price point on the spiker is roughly $1,100, and price point on this will be in line with our 5.56, again depending on furniture configuration, but it'll float right around $1,000, give or take. We also have our Krinkov here. This is our, again with our Soviet Arms series, clone correct replica. This is going to be a true AKS-74U. We have discussed this one for a few years. We've brought it out, showed we're going to do it. We're finally ready to release it. We're looking for probably late Q1, early Q2. We're also going to do kind of the news for this year. We've always said we're going to do a 5.45. We're also going to do a 5.56, a 300 blackout, and a 7.62x39 in this model. And again, it will be as true and correct to the original as possible. Again, it will not have a stock. We'll see how the brace thing goes. If the brace thing holds up, we will just ship without a brace, and the end user can SBR it or do whatever they choose.
Hi, my name is Max Tom of Palmetto State Armory. I'm a lead design engineer here. This is our STG410 reproduction. It's chambered in the original 8mm Kurtz, 7.62x39, 5.56, and 300 blackout. We're releasing this product this year. While we don't have an official MSRP yet, we're going to be north of 2,000, but we're not exactly sure. More information on that will be coming soon. This is the first in our Battlefield line. The Battlefield line is going to be a series of firearms that are iconic weapons that you would like new production of that you just can't go find anywhere, but are instantly recognizable and desirable. So the STG-44 has a few small variations from the standard. More common thread pitches have 28 and 5/8 24, so you can attach your suppressor. It takes an HK trigger pack instead of the original pack, so a few people have trigger packs or binary triggers that they like, and those work and function in the firearm. And other than that, we're super excited about it, and we can't wait for people to start getting their hands on them.
Now will the so I have an MP5 trigger pack or a Franklin Armory binary for an MP5. Will that work in this?
The binary trigger system will. The full auto packs will not, because you need a new sear trip, would be a new bolt carrier. So if you have your registered sear pack, technically that would be a new combination of parts to make a different machine gun. But if you are in 0702, contact us. We can make it happen.
Hey, I'm Matt from Palmetto State Armory, and I'm one of the design engineers on the Jackal project. So here on this wall, we got a couple of new Jackals that we brought to SHOT Show this year. First one's going to be our 13.7 pin and weld Jackal. So they are pin and weld with a JMAC comp with a chemo suppressor mount, so that you can put some of your favorite suppressors on there. That mount does bring this to a permanent 16-inch length of barrel, so you can put a collapsing stock on the back end or folding stock without having to go through any of the NFA paperwork. Right above it, we have another 13.7 that actually features our PSA folding stock that we will be selling on some of our rifle link Jackals. Above that, we've got a 16-inch Jackal. All three of these will come first chambered in 5.56, and then will also be available in 300 blackout at a later date. We come back over here, we see some of our new caliber offerings for the Jackals. The first one's going to be a 7.62 by 39 Jackal. So that one is going to sit on our KS47 lower receiver. It is going to take a standard AK Rock and Lock mag, and like I said, it will be released first in 7.62 by 39, but we'll eventually look at other calibers like 5.45. Below that, we've got two 9mm Jackals. First one's going to be a 4-inch with a recessed flash can. Sits within the receiver, and underneath that, 6.5-inch barrel with a flash hider. Now these are going to be direct blowback, and they're going to sit on our ARV receiver. They're going to take a 35-round Scorpion mag, and they're going to share controls with our ARV and our AKV. Again, price on all these is kind of to be determined. Over here we've got some of our 5.7 rock offerings. This one in my hand is actually our new 5.7 compact rock. So it still retains a 20-round magazine capacity, but shrinks your barrel and slide down to a 4.4-inch barrel. This is the first compact 5.7 pistol available on the market. We also have some of our other rock offerings, some of our threaded barrel and carry cut slides. Most of these do come optics ready, but you can also buy them in a standard non-optics ready pistol for $4.99 on the website.
Alrighty guys, so I am now with Thomas at the Palmetto booth. I had to hop in really quick and get some footage with my face in it. Thomas, what is it exactly you do at Palmetto, and what do we have here in front of us?
I do a lot of the new product development, so we're going to go through a little bit of the Dagger. So
Okay.
Dagger Compact we launched about 1.5 years ago, but we've been working with a lot of aftermarket and accessory guys like yourself. So
Okay.
what you see here is the new Parker Mountain Comp we've been
Okay.
working with them on.
Mhm.
And then we've got a couple new products I'd like to show you. So
Okay.
the way we do SHOT Show is we talk about the products we have available now.
Okay.
Some of them are coming soon, and I'll show you a couple of those, and then some are more concept car.
Gotcha.
So one of the biggest ones coming soon is our Dagger Micro. What's
Okay.
great about that, it's that 43X size you're kind of familiar with already, but improved ergonomics, everything you like about a Dagger, available in that shorter 3.4, and then eventually we'll have the Dagger Micro X, which is that 4.1, kind of similar to that 48 size.
Gotcha.
What's awesome about that, compatible with a lot of the components, but 15 rounds of 9mm on tap. So we're going to be launching the gun with a new magazine that'll be steel with an overmolded polymer front.
Okay.
So if you have an OEM competitor gun, you can drop that magazine in there without changing the mag catch. So that'll be super awesome. That's here coming soon. And then one of our awesome new concept guns concept gun, like concept car kind of deal,
Gotcha.
is the Palmetto switch.
Okay.
Now imagine a modular Dagger. So basically what we have there is an all steel chassis that'll drop in Gen 3 fire control components.
Gotcha.
And this has an aluminum grip and aluminum grip panels, and then you can drop on any Dagger slide assembly that you'd like.
Okay.
So what's great about that is this is that 15 round 4-inch, 3.9 inch, but you could change out the grips to a 17 round, 4.5, et cetera, et cetera. Eventually you might even see some polymer as well,
Okay.
and potentially some of the aftermarket. So
Gotcha.
really excited about where this one could go. Think about like, this is your AR-15 lower of handgun kind of deal.
Gotcha. So is that chassis the only serialized part, so you can just buy that chassis and then start mix and matching like Legos later
That's
on?
the idea, man. That's
Gotcha.
the idea.
Is that why you call it the switch, because you're switching parts around?
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're super excited about this. This is still kind of a concept, so expect it not tomorrow, but hopefully a little bit later this year. So.
Gotcha. Alrighty, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Appreciate
I really
it.
appreciate your time.
Yep, have a great one.
Alrighty, guys. I am here at the Richmond Tactical booth with Ramon. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good.
What is it exactly you do at Richmond, and what do we have here in front of us today?
Well, I do the design work, the programming, machine setting up.
So everything.
I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Alrighty. So what do we have here in front of us?
This is the Chili Pecan. This is a 5-inch, 300 blackout with our suppressor, all made in-house.
Gotcha. So you got a bunch of different features on here, right? So you got, what do you have? Like an ambidextrous bolt catch on there, ambidextrous controls basically all the way around, correct?
Most of them, yes.
Comes with this SB Tactical brace on it as well.
Yeah, until further notice, I guess.
Also, you're putting a pretty good premium parts on here, so let's go through all the parts that you're slapping inside of this guy. So what do you have for in terms of triggers and barrels and stuff like that?
CMC trigger, battle arm safety, Landtac bolt release,
Okay.
and we use radiant charging handles and either fail zero BCGs or Toolcraft.
Toolcraft, okay. And what about your barrels?
The barrels we try to stick with Faxon, but
Faxon barrels?
it's kind of hard to get certain lengths right now.
Gotcha, gotcha. So this one's 300 blackout. Do you offer it any other calibers?
Yes, 5.56, 223, and the commie rounds too.
Gotcha. And it seems like you guys came out with a 9mm version as well, right?
Oh yeah, it's the Chupacabra.
Chupacabra. So you got the chile pequin
Yeah, small pepper.
and the small pepper
Yeah.
and the chupacabra.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Alrighty. So this one, what's the main differences between this one and the 300 blackouts and stuff like that?
Just 9mm.
Just 9mm. So you got a 9. What kind of bolt carrier do you have in the 9mm one?
Fail zero.
Fail zero.
That's
okay.
it.
Barrel also Faxon.
This one's Roscoe.
Roscoe barrel, and it takes Colt mags. I'm seeing.
Colt mags.
Will you be making any in Glock mags or any other type of mags and stuff like that?
We will. We
Okay.
will.
Why'd you guys go with a Colt mag over something like a Glock?
Because most people don't.
Yeah, so that's why.
Pretty much it.
Basically. How come you guys come up with those names?
A couple of beers.
A couple beers, let's just call this one this and this one that.
Yeah, they seem to stick pretty well.
Gotcha. Now, this is pretty unique. This is the blast diverter, right?
Yes, sir.
So is it a different design, or what's going on inside of it internally? Is it something specific going on there, or is it just an empty chamber inside?
It's an empty chamber inside, and there's holes around the exiting ports here, and it just throws and directs a sound forward.
Gotcha.
So this is a direct thread, but with, like, for example, the Chili Pecan. You can screw off the suppressor here.
Okay.
That's our muzzle brake.
That you guys make that in-house?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And our blast diverter screws
Gotcha.
right to it.
Oh, sweet. Is the blast diverter and muzzle brake have their own crazy names too?
They don't.
Alrighty. What is something like this going to cost for the 300 blackout version and like the 5.56 and the 9mm?
The Chili Pecan is $2,400 retail, and the Chupacabra is $19.25
$19.25
retail.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. Are these available already?
Oh, yeah.
Ready to go?
Ready to go right now.
Ready to go right now. Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
Ramon, thank you so much for taking the time with me.
Thank
Hope
you.
you enjoy the show.
All right, you too.
Alrighty guys, Gatman here at the Fiocchi booth I'm with my good friend Travis.
Guys.
I'm super excited because they just released the 5.7 round and the 4.6. So Travis, can you tell me a little bit about the 4.6 and then move on to the 5.7?
Yeah, so 4.6, you know, Fiocchi have been manufacturing it for decades since it came out. We're a major supplier of NATO out of our Italian facility. Once CMMG released the CMMG Banshee in 4.6, they came to us and said, hey guys, you know, we'd really love to see more variety of ammo on the market. And so we brought our ballistic tipped lead core copper jacket expanding hollow point. Brought that to market in 4.6. I mean, it's a solid performer. It's a great round, whether you're looking at defense, whether you're looking at, now that you've got carbines on the market, looking at you know, predator varmint control, things like that. It'll kind of get it done for you.
Gotcha. What kind of velocity are we getting out of the 4.6?
So out of the 4.6, we're running about 1,900 to 1,950 feet per second with a 38 grain projectile.
Gotcha. And I'm mostly excited about the 5.7 because there's a couple companies out here that are releasing some 5.7 guns, dedicated 5.7 guns. So now that you guys are coming out with the 5.7, I'm excited about that. So can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, so we brought two products to market. One is, again, a traditional cup and core lead bullet. That's our ballistic tip. And so, you know, it does what a ballistic tip bullet does. It great expansion, solid penetration, really holds together, has really good weight retention. But you know, there's not been a lot of variety on the 5.7 ammo market, and so we wanted to do something completely different to be able to bring some variety to the market, especially in places like California where, you know, maybe you've got some issues shooting lead ammo. So that's where we brought our JF35. It's a jacketed frangible, copper core, copper jacket, ballistic tip, so it feeds great. 35 grain, just absolutely explosive expansion that this product has. And so whether you're looking at, you know, having a 5.7 handgun as a nightstand gun, or with all the carbines that are out there now, if you're looking at having something maybe you can have in the truck, used for varmint and predator control, this round can get it done for you.
Awesome, Travis. Well, thank you so much. I'm super excited to be shooting this stuff, but yeah. On with the show. Alrighty, guys, I am here at the Keltec booth with Chad. Chad, how's it going, man?
How you
it's
doing,
always
man?
great seeing you.
Good to see you.
What do you do exactly at Keltec, and what do we have here new at SHOT Show today?
Kind of a marketing guy,
Okay.
and this is our newest offering for 2023.
Okay.
It's called the R50. It is the big brother, essentially, to the P50, which is pistol.
Okay.
Chambered in 5.7. It has a 9.5-inch barrel. This has a 16-inch barrel and a side folding stock, so it's technically a carbine.
Gotcha.
It's not a brace, even though it looks like a brace, and I know that we're going through this
brace thing.
This little brace thing right now. So yeah, it folds to either side.
Oh,
It's
nice.
pretty neat. Yeah, so you're getting a, you know, 16-inch barrel velocity. It's got half 28 threads. You know, all the bells and whistles. It's fully ambi.
Gotcha.
It takes the P90 mags.
Okay.
So I think they make they've got a 50, and I think they make 10-round mags as well.
Okay.
And yeah, QD cups, one in the back. On the P50, it's got one on the bottom too, so you can use your sling to push out and support it.
Okay.
Obviously, full rail on top.
How does
rail,
it sound suppressed?
Rail on the bottom. It's super quiet.
Really?
Yeah. We had a silencer shop. Silencer Central Banshee on there out at the range day, and it was super quiet. Yeah.
Awesome, man.
They make a great can, but as you know, there's a million great cans out there you can throw on this thing.
What is the price point going to be on this guy, and when is it going to be released?
The price point's $815. This particular one, we're already manufacturing them.
Okay.
We'll do some build up, probably build a couple thousand of them, and then we'll get them spread out. So
Gotcha.
it's this quarter, first quarter. So we'll have these shipping out to you guys.
Sweet, awesome.
Yeah,
And you guys have come out with a shotgun as well, correct?
Yeah. So for you guys that are familiar with the KSG series, we've got the KS7 as well, the single tube, KSG being the dual tube.
Okay.
This is a KSG 410. 410 board.
okay.
So yeah, something for the whole family to have fun with.
Nice.
I know you'll take advantage of that, you know. So it typically comes with a carry handle that's on the KS7, but we set this one up this way to show that you can put the KSG pick rail on there, because I know a lot of people want to run a dot or irons, et cetera, et cetera. But it functions exactly like the KSG, but it's clearly a lot smaller. It's a lot thinner. It's a lot lighter. And that 410 bore, as you know, is almost recoilless, especially out of a something with some weight to it. So,
what's the capacity on this?
Great little shotgun. So with the 2.5-inch shells, you get 7 and 7 and 1. It's chambered for 3-inch, and you get 5 and 5 and 1.
depending on how the shells are crimped, because different manufacturers, some are a little longer than others. So you may get 6 and 6, but we're promising 5 and 5.
5 and 5.
Yeah.
And what's the length? Did you go over the length on this barrel by chance?
The barrel's 18 inches.
18
it's actually 18 and a half inches, and it's 26.1 inches overall length. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's not an NFA item. Go buy this right at the shelf, take it home, have
It
fun
looks
with it.
pretty damn short, so that's what I was asking. But
Yeah,
it's awesome that it's 18
yeah.
inches.
I know. I think because of how narrow it is, it just makes it seem shorter than.
When I was holding it, it seemed pretty tiny, but it's like, okay, sweet.
Yeah, and to give you an idea of how it recoils, basically if you're shooting a 9mm carbine, like an AR platform carbine,
nice.
it's basically how it fires.
Oh, sweet.
So yeah.
What's the price point on this guy, and when is this guy going to be released?
This is the best part. Price point is $495. That's MSRP.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah. And, they're promising third quarter.
Sweet.
But, yeah.
I
so-
think these are going to sell like crazy then.
Yeah, I think so too. It's so much fun, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I got to get some of these in my hands, man.
I know a guy. You do that, yeah. Hey, man.
Chad, nice to see you like
appreciate
always.
you.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate
On to more guns. Alrighty, guys, I am here at the CZ booth with Dylan. Dylan, nice to meet you.
Absolutely, man.
What is it exactly you do at CZ, and what do we have here in front of us?
Yeah, so I'm the marketing specialist at CZ.
Okay.
So behind us here, we've got some products that are new for SHOT Show and then are new. So we've got our Scorpions here. These were released at NRA Show.
Okay.
But we brought them here since they haven't made it to SHOT before. So it's the same Scorpion that most people know and love, but we took a lot of user-requested features and added them to this, and so that's why it's the 3+.
Gotcha.
So we'll start from back to front here. So in the back, we've moved the grip angle forward and changed the grip as well. So those familiar with the previous generation Scorpion, it was angled far back, and it would the safety selector would dig into your knuckles and it would hurt a bit. So we moved that forward, and it's now completely out of the way. You don't run into that issue any longer.
Gotcha.
We made the controls similar to an AR-15, so those not familiar with the Scorpion controls but familiar with AR controls, they're easy to pick it up. You've got a new mag release style here, just like an AR-15, and then you've got your slide release right here that's ambidextrous as well. Because we changed it to an AR control, though, the magazines had to change just a bit. So all of the 3+s, their magazines will go backwards into the old generation Evos, but the old mags won't go into new ones.
Gotcha. I have a 3+, and I have the newer mags that it comes with. Are you guys the one that I have has 20-round mags? Are you guys offering 30-round mags?
We are offering 30-round mags. So on our web store, you can go and visit our website at cz-usa.com. There's a little web store button up there. You can click on that. That'll take you to where we sell all of our parts. You can go on there. We've got 10, 20, and 30-round mags, all for the Scorpions.
All right, sweet.
Yep. So then moving forward, up here we've got some new sights. They're very similar to the old traditional sights from the old Evo, except now they're aluminum, and we did adjust them so that you can now just plop on most red dot optics, and it'll lower 1/3 co-witness on there. So super easy to do that, and then just a slightly redesigned handguard as well. And then of course this will come in 2 different configurations. So we've got our 7-inch model that I'm holding here, and then our micro, which is a 4-inch barrel that's hiding there behind you.
This one's been around. This is the one that you guys first released, right?
This is the first release of it, and then this unveiled at NRA last year.
Gotcha.
So both of them were there, and then we wanted to have people at SHOT Show be able to see them as well.
Gotcha. Alrighty, so what's next down the line?
Perfect. So what's next is the TS2 Orange. So really what this is, it may look similar to our normal TS2s. However, it's a totally different beast. So now we've got forward slide serrations on here that make it super easy to manipulate the slide. The orange model actually has a new bull barrel in it as well. So that helps reduce recoil and helps with better accuracy, as well as a longer shelf life, so you get a little bit more round count out of that. We did reposition the safeties as well, so they're a bit higher up than your traditional TS2 as well. That allows you just to get a higher purchase on there, so that lowers that bore axis, and you can really, really control this thing. Of course, it's got the signature CZ orange grips and aesthetics on there as well. Basically, so when you go to the range and you've got the orange, you can show off, and everybody knows that you've got the top of the top right there. Something else is you've just got extended controls as well as a gas pedal or thumb rest there as well. So taking this to the range, I mean, you're going to be a step above just about everybody.
Yeah, they're awesome shooting guns, man.
And then last but not least, the DWX. Everyone's been waiting on this one for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And we're super thrilled to have it out now, man. So this really combines the best of both worlds. So you've got all of the great qualities from a Dan Wesson with the great qualities from a CZ as well. So you've got CZ ergonomics and Dan Wesson quality. What makes it, in my opinion, super awesome is while this does MSRP at $20.99, which I think is a pretty reasonable price for this, it does take P10F and P09 mags.
Oh, nice.
So super easily, readily available, and they're super cheap. So you don't have to have any kind of special mags. You can toss those right in there, and you're good to go.
Yeah. So everybody I know has a P10 or something like that, so they could just slap their mags in there whenever they want.
Yep, anytime they want to.
Okay.
And then if I know some people aren't a fan of the red. I love it personally, but they do take 75 grip modules.
Oh, nice.
So you can take these off and put 75 style ones on there, or Henning is the one that makes these, so you can go to Henning, and they've got different styles and colors as well.
Sweet.
And then of course you've got the crisp single action trigger pull from a 1911. So it's
Nice.
it's a phenomenal shooter. It's the perfect weight in my opinion. And this isn't really just for a competition use. I mean, if you want a fun toy to take to the range, this is 100% it.
Sweet, yeah. I think a lot of people are drooling over this one right here. So, all right. Last thing, back down the line.
Yeah.
What are the price points and what is the availability for each one of these that you just discussed here?
Right. So the 3+ pistol, the price point is just under $1,000 at $999.
Okay.
Both the 3+s right now, we are experiencing a little bit of vendor issues, so they're a little hard to come by at the moment. We're hoping that clears up pretty soon. The micro is actually a bit more expensive at the moment. The pistol we're running a special deal on for SHOT Show and NRA.
Okay.
The pistol though is at $12.99.
Okay.
This TS2 Orange, at MSRP is at $21.99.
Okay.
It's readily available. It's currently shipping to dealers. Same thing with the DWX, just it's a little bit cheaper, so it's at $20.99.
Okay.
But both of these are ready to go, so you should be able to go and pick them up at your local dealer.
All right, sweet. Dylan, thank you so much
Absolutely,
for your time.
man. Pleasure.
Alrighty, guys. I am here at the Glock booth with my good friend Ashley. Ashley, it's nice to see you like always.
Good to see you. Good to be back at SHOT Show.
What do we have new from Glock today?
Well, the big thing for the show, one of the main things, is the Glock Performance Trigger.
Okay.
So this trigger was designed for a performance setting. So it's a lighter trigger pull,
Okay.
and it has a newly designed flat face surface.
Okay.
At the moment, they don't come in any of the guns from the factory, so you buy it as an accessory.
Okay.
Have it installed by a Glock certified armor.
Awesome.
So that's
Okay.
the big thing for this year. And then we have a few other things that we're really excited about too.
Price point on this guy, and is it already released?
It's already released. They're ready to go. You can order it now on the website.
Mhm.
Price point is $99.99 MSRP.
that's fair.
So very, very reasonable.
Yep.
Yep.
So what's next?
Next thing we have is the two new additions to the Gen 5 family. So we have the Glock 21, which is our 45,
Okay.
and the Glock 20, which is our 10mm. So they have all the features that Gen 5 family has introduced over the past few years,
Okay.
like MOS, Glock marksman barrel. We got the finger grooves. Finger grooves up here, no finger grooves down here.
Gotcha.
And a flared mag well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you also have a 21 and a 20.
And a 20, yes.
Gotcha.
And then the last big thing
Uh-huh.
for this year is right over here, the 47.
There.
This is a really interesting gun because it is a full-size frame and
Okay.
slide with a shortened dust cover. So
Okay.
what we're doing with this is the modularity and the interchangeability is what we're really focusing on here. So
Okay.
if you take a Glock 19 and this gun, the 47, you can make 4 different pistols.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it gives you a lot of options.
Gotcha. So, is this essentially a Glock 19 frame with a 17 slide, or is it like a
kind
little
of like
bit
a 17.
17?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's got a 17 sight radius.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Alrighty. Sounds good. And so your new triggers are not coming in the 47. So you said
No.
it's a direct add-on to
Yeah,
this.
you buy it as an accessory and then you pop it in there and you're good to go.
Gotcha. What is the price point on the 47? Is that already out?
The 47 is already out, as well as everything we talked about today is already
Okay.
out. I believe the 47 is priced at $745.
Okay. Alrighty, Ashley. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
Good to see
appreciate
you.
you like
Yeah.
always.